Hello, class. I wanted to do a quick lesson on surface area. So, surface area is the total area of all the faces and the curved surfaces of a three-dimensional figure. And then, what else is important is there's something called lateral area. Lateral area is the faces, but not the bases. Okay. So, like if I have a cylinder, my bases are the circles on the bottom and the top, right, of like a soda can. Those are my bases. Therefore, the lateral area would just be the curved part. Okay. So, the lateral area is the curved part. The total surface area is that lateral area plus the area of the two bases. So let's kind of look at this real quick. So if you unfold a three-dimensional shape, the flat 2D shape that you get is called a net. And so if you look at this triangular prism and we unfold it, you're going to see all these different shapes. And so your two bases in this case are the triangles. And so those are your bases. Your lateral area are those three rectangles that you see there. So in this case, that's H, B, and C. Okay. So from there, you can just find the area of all those faces and add them together if you'd like. That's not wrong to do. However, we do have a list of formulas that make it a little bit easier than trying to add up just all the area. So I'm going to show you both ways. So usually we'll do this activity in class, but I wanted to show it to you. So let's say we're trying to wrap a present. So we're going back to our party hats and our wrapping our presents and things like that. But let's say I want to wrap it with the least amount of paper as possible, meaning I have no overlap. So maybe, I have some extra pieces and I'm trying to use as little as possible. So what I would do is I would actually trace all the faces and the bases, and you'll see that I get this net right here if I trace all those. And then I can actually just take that and I fold it over my present and I would have no overlap. It would be exactly fitting. That is the total surface area. So like you just use the paper to cover the object. If I unfold it again back to the net and I take the area of all those pieces, then I can find it. So for example, if we have our box that we're wrapping and these are the dimensions, you'll see that the top and the bottom are the same shape. The front and the back are the same shape. And then the two little sides are the same shape. And so I can find the area of the top times 2. I can find the area of the front times 2. And I can find the area of one of the sides times 2. And so if I find the area of all those pieces and then add it all together, I can get my total surface area for the entire box. This is one way that you can do any shape. This is not wrong. It does not use the formula for the three-dimensional shapes, but that's okay. So let's show you the other way. So let's say, again, I have a box. The lateral area, remember, is everything except for the bases. So it's the lateral, it's the around part. So in this case, the formula for lateral of a prism is the perimeter times the height. So we want the perimeter of the base, not the perimeter of everything. Be careful with that. So in this case, the perimeter of the base, right? And then times the height. Okay. And so perimeter is 18 plus 18 plus 5 plus 5. So we get 46 for the perimeter. And then from there, we want to multiply it by the height of the prism. So in this case, the height of the prism is over here, and it's 5. So this 230 is only my lateral. It does not include my bases. And so then to find the bases, we have to use the area of the base. Now we have 2 bases, so make sure you multiply it by 2. So what is the area of the base? Well, this is a rectangle base, so it's base times height, or length times width is what we're used to. And so it's 18 times 5. That's the 2-dimensional bottom, okay? And so that base is 90. But then we have 2 bases because we have a top and a bottom. And so we need to multiply it by 2. So we get the 90 times the 2. And then we can't forget to add the original lateral area that we had, which is the 230. And so then I get my total surface area of 400.